They have something for all ages. Seniors enjoy a special menu including salads, pasta, and sandwiches, all at a reasonable price. For the Little Rock and Roll Cafe stars, get a free drink and ice cream for breakfast and lunch. Bring your taste buds for a firecracker burger, a quarter-pound beef with pepper jack cheese, lettuce, and tomato with a garnish of crispy corn tortilla strips and jalapeno ranch. Rock and Roll Cafe, located at 2801 Stanley Street, where you're always treated like a rock star. Open daily 7 to 3.
Back out at the Quant as our crowd filtering in a little bit later than normal.
Yeah.
Not a real big crowd as of right now, but you never know. By the time we actually tip off, we might have some folks in the stands. Want to say congrats to our women's basketball team. Nice win on the road last night. Coach Hockett and the ladies, they continue to get better and better. And hopefully continue to play very well. They've got some games coming up here. We'll be back with them next Saturday. Not this coming, but the week after, I believe. We have a doubleheader. The women and the men play on the same night. And then they will go down to, I think, Dubuque between Christmas and New Year's for a couple of games. But they're playing pretty well. I know Coach wants them to get better, and I'm sure the players want to continue to get better, but they're looking pretty good right now.
They are, Scotty, and that's a whole new program as Coach Hockett. Fair to say he's got them building into his system pretty quickly and pretty well, so keep going there. Coincidentally, I did get a chance to look at those 5 Trine kids that were scratched from the roster. 4 do not even show up in the season stats. The only one that does is Cameron Alls, and he came in averaging 5.5 a game. So the other 4 perhaps haven't been with him for a while. We wouldn't have any way of knowing, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. We don't follow Trine all that closely now, do we?
No,
not generally speaking. Well, it should be an interesting game. Can we handle their size? They're not huge. At the same time, they're not tiny. So you have to take that into consideration and hopefully get a nice performance from your kids. The Pointers, to me anyway, have played better on the road than they have at home, and I hate that.
Yeah.
You want to give the fans, although we got that last second win on the shot by Jake Buchanan, that sends the folks away a little happier, but you want to play as well as possible in front of your home crowd, and maybe we'll get that here tonight.
Scotty, one thing to look at is how well can we handle their defense. They're 6-0 on a record, but they give up just 56 points per game. So obviously Trine comes in committed on that defensive end.
All right, we're going to get a break for the national anthem. We'll come back and play a little basketball. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
For children, Christmas should always be a time of magic, but that isn't always the case. Here at Muzzy Broadcasting, we're on our 34th year of Christmases for Children, which brings the community together to help children know the magic of Christmas. It's pretty easy. Either call the office and choose a child or go to our website. The list is posted and updated daily. Once you've decided on the gifts you'll be purchasing, simply call the office at 715-341-9800 so we know which ones to take off the list. You buy the gift and drop it off. You don't have to wrap it or anything. It's that easy to light up the faces of children this Christmas that may not otherwise get anything. We will be accepting gifts through December 15th to ensure time for wrapping and delivery. So whether you're dropping off at the station or Mutual of Wausau, or even having the items shipped right to the station, we'll take care of the rest. Without people like you, hundreds of area children will go without this Christmas. So please help. It's our 34th annual Christmases for Children, and we couldn't do it without you.
An engagement ring is the defining symbol of a lifelong promise, and that's why choosing Lee Ayers Jewelers is so important. As a family business, they know how important your search is, and they take great pride in helping you find the perfect engagement ring. For Lee Ayers, it's all about taking care of you, the customer. From in-store goldsmiths to custom jewelry design by Thomas Daling, they do it all. Begin your lifelong promise by choosing Lee Ayers Jewelers, downtown Stevens Point.
Monk's Bar and Grill, Wisconsin grown, Wisconsin proud. Monk's Bar and Grill is a proud supporter of UW Stevens Point basketball, located at Crossroad Commons, Plover. All right, welcome back out to the Quant here as we get ready for tonight. Starting lineups, first of all, for the Thunder of Trine University. Head coach is Brooks Miller in his 12th season. Coach Miller's overall record now at 181 and 108. And in the MIAA, 91 wins, 54 losses, not too bad. And the Thunder 6-0 on the season, have not played a conference game at this juncture. They will go with a group that includes 6'2" junior Jackson Janison from Carmel, Indiana, 6'5" sophomore Aiden Smiley from Franklin, Tennessee, 6'6" senior Brent Cox from Kendallville, Indiana, 6'3" senior Connor Jones from Danville, Indiana, and 6'8" junior, Emmanuel Magnanglo. He is from Benin, Africa. The Thunder averaged 67.5 points, allowed just 56, and they out-rebound their opponents 36.2 to 33.7. For UW Stevens Point here this evening, it'll be 6'2" senior Zach Moots from Merrill, 6' junior Jake Buchanan from Kimberly. You have a 6' junior A.J. Mackinnon from Waterford and Muskego High School, 6'5" sophomore Brennan Tim from West Bend West, and also in the is going to be 6'5" freshman Josiah Gilly out of Milwaukee and West Allis High School. The Foyers coached by Bob Semling in year 18, and coach has 320 wins, 127 losses.
Scott, I'm looking at the matchup between Josiah Gilly, our post player, and then Emmanuel Magnanglo, their post player. Two very athletic. I was able to watch Magnanglo during warm-ups. Two very athletic post players.
Yeah,
the battle.
And I have to make a correction. It is Elijah Vandervelden, the 6'8" junior out of Huntington, Indiana, that'll start in place of Josiah. So here we go, the opening tip, and we're ready to get this one underway. And the Thunder have the opening tip in their dark blue or navy blue unis. Over to the right wing, it'll go Jones on the dribble. AJ fell down, but got right back up. It'll swing up top left side, Jansen. Out on top to Jones, takes it left wing, back to Jansen to the free throw circle. Down to the right corner with the dribble, Smiley. Smiley, Jansen, left side, down, left baseline, Smiley. Pull-up jumper, left it short. Zach Moots gets the rebound. Well, good start there. Zach into the front court. Gives it up on top to Buchanan. Looked at Mackinnon, didn't go there. Off it'll go to Brennan Tim. Handoff pass to Buchanan here, looking for the first score of the game. Zach Moots, left-hand pass, goes to Mackinnon, bounces down, left baseline. Vandervelden with the jumper, and Elijah's got it.
And they did make the lineup switch to Vandervelden, Scotty, I think just to go size against size.
Very possibly, and I said before, I thought Elijah played pretty darn well down at Platteville. Up on top with the basketball, Cox. Got rid of it. Jones over to the left side will go to Smiley. Back out on top. Jones with it. Jones against AJ in the lane. Turnaround jumper off the rim. Rebound in the corner for Vandervelden. It'll come off to Mackinnon into the front court. Back to Zach. Holds it. Looks left. Puts it on the floor. Backdoor pass. Tried to get it through to Buchanan. Tried to thread the needle. Couldn't get it through there. Coming back the other way with it is Jansen. Jansen gives off to Smiley. Jones up at the top of the circle. Jansen left wing pulls up for the triple, off the mark. Rebound to Brennan Tim.
Yeah, Buchanan had low hands on the closeout, and they launched a three over it.
Jake gets a step, drives baseline, pulls it back out with the dribble, gives it off to Moots on the right wing. Zach pounds the dribble up between the circles. Over to the left side, it'll go there to Vandervelden. A.J. Mackinnon dribbles through it, tried to go through double team. Had it taken away by Magnanglo down underneath, and a breakout layup for Connor Jones ties the ball game.
Nice job of the big guy running the floor, Scott. He made a threaded bounce pass for the two.
So it's even at two. Mackinnon in the corner. Gives it up to Jake Buchanan. 17:42 to go here in the opening half. The only game in the conference tonight. Brennan Tim inside to Vandervelden. He got a little deep and then missed the shot. He does tie up the rebound, and that will give the ball back to Stevens Point.
Yep. made a nice cut and just came up short in that little half hook. These teams are kind of mirroring each other in their style of play, both man-to-man, both running 4 out, sort of motion offense, very similar styles.
I would agree. Pointers trying to inbound it. They'll toss it in long to Elijah. Buchanan. Zach tried to go backdoor, couldn't get the ball to him. Brennan Tim with a handoff pass to Moots. Top of the circle, triple, gonna rim off high. And Magnanglo goes up to get the rebound. Off into the front court, Connor Jones. Magnanglo over to the right side. Into the hands of Jansen, down to the corner, back around, left side, it'll go Jones again. Jones off the screen to the free throw line, pulls up in the lane, takes a tough shot, banked it off the glass, didn't hit the rim, rebound Stevens Point.
Yeah, the 3-second count was coming, he had to launch.
Makinen, Vandervelden, Moots got cut off up on top, nice D actually by Jones. Off to Brennan Tim. Brennan's had a little trouble showing too much basketball as of late. And then Moots got caught on the baseline. They're going to call him for travel.
Boy, good help defense there. I thought we had something on the baseline, but the help came and snuffed it right out, forced to travel. Trine is also doing an outstanding job right now, is keeping us out of their gaps.
So we're still even at 2. 16:35 to go into the ball game. Grant Paul, 6'3" sophomore for the Thunder. In the right corner, also in Nate Tucker. They will get it down low. Tucker got the rebound off the miss. Kick to the corner. Back out with it is Tucker. Reverses with the dribble. Goes to Jones, top of the circle. Left side pass. Trying to get it to Magnanglo. Stolen away by Makinen. AJ into the front court. Right side, it'll go to Brennan Tim. Brennan off to Zach Moots. Moots works dribble. Everything kind of bunched up right now. Brennan spins by Magnanglo, goes inside, tried to get a scooping pass over to Vandervelden. Brennan got in deep and then really didn't have anywhere to go with it. Yep. It'll go out of bounds back to the Pointers.
We're going to get a media timeout here, Scotty.
All right, we've got our first timeout of the game. 15:55 to go. Stevens Point 2, Trine 2. Let's take a 30-second break. We're coming right back. Pointers basketball on WPCN.
Once you realize that you're standing inside of a giant beer barrel, you'll know that this isn't just another restaurant. Now go on, open the door. And come on into the Hilltop Pub and Grill. Grab a hot off the grill burger with dozens of topping options. Steaks that always satisfy, or go for the fish fry. Now you don't have to wait till Friday, it's served every day. The Hilltop Pub and Grill has 19 beers on tap, including 13 Wisconsin brews and a menu loaded with flavor. The Hilltop Pub and Grill, just west of I-39 and Highway 10 interchange in Stevens Point.
15:55 to go here in the opening half of play. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Stevens Point 2, Trine 2. Plan your before or after game get-togethers at the final score, second to Maria Stevens Point.
Well, slow beginning offensively both ways. In fact, turnovers are winning right now. 3 for Stevens Point 2. For Trine, obviously, the defense is getting the better of it. Pointers are 1 of 3 from the floor, and Trine just 1 of 5. So they'll heat up, you would expect, at some point.
Yeah, you would hope so anyway, right?
Well, again, Trine gives just 56 points per game up, so
it's a good point.
And we've been able to get some dribble penetration towards the basket, but their help has really snuffed it out and really forced those 3 turnovers. At some point, you're going to have to stop up short, hit the low jumper.
Pointers' first sub, Ryan Peterson, out of Waters Meet, Michigan, into the ball game for Stevens Point. Pointers have the basketball, running baseline. Buchanan got in deep, kicks it out to Zach. Zach with it, down to 4 on the shot clock now, and you turn it over without a shot. Into the front court, over to the left wing, it'll go there, into the ball game, Nate Carbaugh. Back over to the right side, Jones with it, check that, I'm sorry, Paul with it. Sends it over left wing, this is Smiley. Jones, Smiley, Paul into the lane, down the lane. We're going to get a foul before the shot.
That'll be on Makinen.
That is it.
That last possession was a chance for Buchanan, Scotty, to stop up short and hit the little 15-footer. He opted not to. I thought he might take a shot there, passed instead.
So we're even at 2. Inbound, right baseline with it there is Paul. Paul back out to Jones, cut off by Ryan Genrich just into the game. Then he spins, in and out, no. Rebound, Zach, outlet Buchanan. Up the left wing this time, Miles Coleman set to come in for point. It'll go out to Zach, long cross court. It'll go there to Peterson. Ryan back over to Buchanan, hasn't gotten free. Well, he'll take a long 3, spins it off the rim. Rebound Vandervelde and out to Zach. His 3 on the way, in and out, no. And Magnanglo with the rebound.
Well, 2 good looks from the 3, neither one.
Sure. Jones into the front court for Trine. Gives it right. Handoff pass got batted away almost to the backcourt. Run down that time by Smiley. Into the left corner, Trine with it. Jones outside the arc, dumps it into the post, turnaround. Magnanglo, no. Moots with another rebound. Zach out to Buchanan. Can you get one in transition once?
Scotty, first team to 10 wins.
Yeah, might be. Buchanan,
there's a bump.
Big bump by Magnanglo, no whistle. Ryan Genrich across the way. Buchanan, runner down the baseline and banks it off the glass and scores.
Got the little runner off before that help got to him. Nice play.
Double up your lead. Oh, sorry. 4-2, Stevens point.
Well, that was a fact, Scotty. That was a mathematical fact.
Yes, indeed. Jones, Magnanglo, top of the circle against Elijah, gives it off. Jones runs it down to the corner. Kick out to Smiley, in and out with the 3, no. Genrich with a rebound. Up front, Ryan over to the left wing, takes it all the way to the block.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice pass inside. Vandervelde unable to finish with it, almost got it back. Picked up here now by Paul.
Oh, you got to finish that one.
Yeah, that one was deep, and you need to have that 2 points right there. Carball gives it off. Smiley and deep. Magnanglo stuffed away by Vandervelde. Little contact there as well.
Yep.
Genrich into the front court, running left side. Stops, needs help, finds Zach on the wing, into the corner, gets it right back. Over to Buchanan. Jake, right wing dribble down to the baseline, pulls up, gets it out to Moots quickly. Left corner, Genrich, 3 off the rim. Rebound Jones.
Well, swung the ball to the open corner. Great look.
And Trine's going to get a timeout here. 13:06 to go. This will be a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here with this one. Well, neither team's shooting it well. Kind of a slow start that way. Give a little bit of the credit to the defense. Josiah Gillies going to check in for Stevens Point here, probably to give Elijah just a little bit of a rest. Last night in action around our conference, there were several games to take note of. And Lacrosse remaining undefeated. What are they ranked? Number 4, I believe. Lacrosse 70-41 over Luther. Eau Claire defeated Wartburg 72-58 in that one. Former Spash Panther Nolan Blair, 2 points, 4 rebounds for the Blue Golds. The Turbo knocked off River Falls 85-70. Nice to see Joey Hauser with a good game for Michigan State last night. 67-58 over Penn State. Joey, 12 points and 15 rebounds.
Yeah, they're playing short-handed, so they've asked Joey to do a lot of work in the post, haven't they?
It'll go up on top here. Paul with it. Trine with the ball. Down by 2. Into the corner. Jansen. Paul, left corner this time. They're looking into the post right now to Cox. Unable, well, they'll get it down deep and score it. They did work it deep, and then Carbaugh, too big in the post for Buchanan, scored it to tie it.
Ryan Peterson, the help defender, fell down in the lane, and that was all she wrote.
Genrich off to Buchanan. Ryan over to the right wing, picked up his dribble. A little bit bogged down on the left or the right side of the floor. Buchanan lobs it over. Genrich fakes the 3, got a little bump. Lost the ball, got it back, now lost it again, and then kicked out of bounds by Trine.
But no possession, so it's going to stay at 5 on the shot clock. So we're not going to get a fresh 20.
12:19 to go. 5's plenty of time to get a shot off.
They're talking about that very thing right now, the 2 officials, and agree that it should stay at 5, and I agree with them.
Inbounds, Buchanan, a deep 3, rims out, no, rebound inside. Pulled down that time by Brent Cox. Cox into the hands there of Jansen, front court. Over to the top of the circle, Paul. Back over left wing, Smiley with it. Smiley sneaks inside. Trine has its first lead of the game.
Yeah, that was just sort of an easy pick off the left side of the lane, and we did not defend that well at all.
Well, somebody's going to have to shoot the ball. Buchanan gets by his man right to the rack, gets inside, and somehow got it up on the rim and in.
Well, that was almost a triple pump, wasn't it? Somehow is the right term for that. Tied.
Back it'll go. Jansen, left wing dribble, gives it off to Smiley. Smiley back over to the right side. Carbaugh. They got in deep again. Smiley scores it. That's too easy once inside in a row.
Suddenly Trine is just getting easy layups.
Got to defend. Miles Coleman, right wing, trying to work a little offense. Gives it off to Genrich. Look to the left. Looks to the baseline. Holds it. Crossover dribble into the lane. Off to Buchanan. Underneath. Josiah couldn't handle the pass. Outlet will come on ahead. Into the lane. Down the lane. And missed the bunny, but got his own rebound. Put back. No foul. Gilly.
We didn't time that jump, Scotty. We had 2 rebounders there, and neither one got out the floor when the ball was coming off the rim. Suddenly we're really breaking down defensively.
Yep. Well, you got a break in the fact that Cox missed the bunny in the first place, then was able to get his own rebound and was fouled. 2 fouls on the Pointers, and Trine, the Thunder, with no fouls at this juncture. First free throw of the game is left short by Brent Cox, who averages 17 points and 6 rebounds a game. Moots and Luke Warden into the game for Stevens Point.
Well, Trine is 4 of 13, 30% so far in the game, and we're not any better, 3 of 10.
Cox made 1 of the 2. And there's your largest lead of the game at 3, 9-6.
Boy, turnovers have definitely hurt the Pointers so far.
Genrich, Peterson. Out to A.J. Makinen. Off the screen that time from Warden. Left side to Moots. Who's going to get the lid off the basket? Shot clock 12. A.J. having a little trouble. And now right down the lane, and we'll score the layup.
Well, individual move gets 2. Good play by A.J.
9-8 in favor of Trine. Front court with the basketball here is Tucker. Back around the horn. They'll lob it in deep for Magnanglo, and he'll get the stuff.
Yep, took advantage of the freshman Warden on that one. Tried to front. You're going to do that, you better get the ball coming in.
11-8. Makinen, crossover dribble into the lane. Bounce pass to the corner. Peterson gives right back to A.J. In deep to Luke Warden. Spin move goes up. He'll score it.
Gets 2 of his own.
Well, now you got to get some defense, though.
Yeah, suddenly the scoring is picked up.
On ahead it'll come with the basketball is Cox. Into the hands of Jansen. Left side Jones. Jones brings the dribble back out top of the circle. Genrich on him. Ryan had a good game at Platteville, by the way. Magnanglo got it in deep. Went for another steal in the post, and that's easy for Cox.
Back-to-back possessions, we go for steals in the post. That's a great thing to do, but if you don't get it, you just gave up an easy 2.
Yep. 3-point lead for the Thunder. It'll go to Peterson into the left corner. Zach Moots. Work and dribble. Almost a little push off there by Zach. Makinen out high. Genrich. Shot clock 8. Ryan still dribbling. Inside goes to Warden. Spin move. He's going to have to shoot it. Blocked away by Magnanglo. That's where a little hook shot by Luke would come in handy.
And I'm not sure that Luke was quite sure where that shot clock was, or he would have gone to that little hook shot on the first touch. By the time he went back and forth a couple times, allowed the defender just to wait for the shot.
Down by 3. Brennan Tim back in for Ryan Peterson. Jones will bring it up here for the Thunder. Gives it off on the left wing to Smiley. Down deep into the corner to Jansen. Bring it back to the right side. Down right corner. Jansen with it. Guarded by Makinen. Smiley trying to get by Tim. Got into the lane, then fumbled it away and out of bounds. Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education, helping to bring the game to you.
It's turnover number 3 on the Thunder.
13-10, Trine. 6-0 on the year. The Pointers, by the way, are 5-3 on the season. A.J. brings it across the timeline for Stevens Point. 8:40 to go here in the opening half. Makinen working the dribble. Long cross court to Moots in the left corner. Good cover by Smiley. Moots double team down the baseline. Got rid of it to Makinen. Penetrates through the lane. Fumbled it away. On ahead it'll come into the front court, into the lane. And they're going to call traveling. Cox got down deep. Elected not to try to power it up over the shorter Makinen and ends up turning it over.
Turnover 6 versus the Pointers. Turnover 4 against the Thunder. We are really pushed out right now, Sky. We're not getting many touches at all in the paint, and it seems like, if anything, we're getting further away on our offense.
Yep, just not flowing right now. Genrich with it. Gives it off to Zach. That's where you don't have a real post presence, and you don't have anybody to dump it to. Into the right corner. Back to Moots. He'll launch the triple. Got one.
And deep into the shot clock once again.
Zach's first of the game. He averages 10.6 points per ball game. We're back even at 13. Jones over to Smiley, right back across the way. They'll look to the corner. Jones on the dribble, picks up. Boy, Brennan Tim flashed. I thought he was going to get a steal out there. Jones into the lane, jump stop, left corner, lifted, off the mark, no, rebound tip. Out it'll go to Jones, and then he gives right back inside to Carbaugh. Nobody stayed with Carbaugh.
Didn't recover off the missed rebound at all. Easy 2 again.
15-13 Trine. Moots on the right side. Looks like a frustrated group to me.
Yeah, a group that's not confident that they have any continuity or idea where their points are going to come from.
Your best scorer is just going to now check back into the game. Brennan Tim into the lane, jump stop. He has to throw it at the hoop. If nothing else, he did. It's off the mark. Rebound inside Smiley.
We're struggling. Struggling just to get a shot off.
That's
Scotty.
a fact. Jansen. Smiley over to the left wing to Carbaugh. Back on top to Smiley. You're only down 2, and it feels like you're down by 15 or something. On top with it, Jones trying to get by Moots. Into the corner it'll go. Off the dribble here, Carbaugh back into the hands. Jones picks it up, dishes off, working his way down. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound to A.J. Makinen. A.J. will start it up into the front court. Makinen to Genrich over to the left side. Moots. Pointers down by a pair. Brennan Tim to the lane and then tosses it out. Makinen wants the triple, left that one short. Rebound, Smiley. They're going to say off of Smiley's hand. Zach Moots with a good effort there to get the ball back to the Pointers' favor.
Yeah, good effort by Zach.
Luke Warden will come out as Elijah comes back in. Genrich, we're going to get a timeout. Must be a media.
Yeah, we're going to get the media this
All right, 6:01 to go. We've got a media timeout. Stevens Point down by a pair, 15-13. Let's take the 1-minute break. Coming right back, UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. The UW Stevens Point men's basketball team is ready to take the lid off the new season with hopes of much better results. You can find out all about this year's team and what to expect on the Pointer Hoops radio show from 6 to 7 Monday night live from Monk's Bar and Grill in Plover. Sponsors include Skyward Incorporated, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Paper City Savings, the Rock and Roll Cafe, Auto Select, and Monk's Bar and Grill. Join Coach Semling and several players Monday night 6 to 7 for the Pointer Hoops radio show on WPCN.
Hey sports fans, Scott Glinski of Skyward here. From the court to the field, the ice rink to the putting green, on the track and in the classroom, Skyward supports all local and state athletes. Since 1980, our advanced technology solution has been helping school districts improve outcomes, reduce cost, and achieve success for students. Visit us online at skyward.com to learn more and see how Skyward empowers school districts across Wisconsin. Best of luck to all local sports teams this season.
Monk's Bar and Grill, celebrating 75 years of food and fun. Monk's Bar and Grill is a proud supporter of UW Stevens Point basketball, located at Crossroad Commons, Plover. All right, 6:01 to go here in the opening half. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Trine 15, Stevens Point 13. Enjoy a sandwich. Your favorite libation at the final score, second to Maria, Stevens Point.
Tell you what, turnovers and missed shots have sort of taken the flow out of this game. It hasn't been very smooth by either team.
Well, maybe it'll turn it around. Here's Vandervelden off the inbound to Buchanan. They've done a good job against Jake so far. Left side to Moots, bounces it down, left baseline Brennan Tim. Tries to take Magnanglo inside, goes reverse and scores.
Well, got a little one-on-one baseline action there. That's something we need more out of Brennan. He's long, he can get up above it.
15 apiece. Magnanglo comes right side on the bounce pass to Tucker. Jones in the corner looking inside to Magnanglo. They'll get it to him down deep, and then a swatting foul is going to be called on A.J. That'll be his second.
That's good work in the post.
My mistake. Sorry, Elijah with the ball.
Yeah, Elijah got him on the top side over the left shoulder. Magnanglo working really hard to get that position.
So Trine will inbound. We're even. It does come on the floor to Jones. Up on top over to the left wing. That is Tucker with it. Around the horn. Into the right corner, Paul. Then down to the baseline. Inside spin move. Up off the glass block. We're going to get a foul on Zach Moots.
Yeah. Got him in the body down below. Good call. They're a little stronger when they spin to the hole, aren't they? A little more athletic in a couple positions.
Freshman Nate Tucker at the line, averages 2 points and 2 rebounds, misses the free throw.
And he came in tonight missing the one free throw he had taken in the 6 games.
5:12 to go in the opening half. He'll get one more. This one is on the way and good. So Trine regains the lead at 16-15. Pointers have yet to shoot a free throw in this ball game. A.J. Makinen into the front court. Haven't been a lot of fouls, in all honesty.
But that tells you a little something about their inability to get into the paint, doesn't it?
Or lack of trying to get into the paint. Either way you want to put it. Moots, left wing to Buchanan. Top of the circle, fumbled it, got it back. 9 on the shot clock. That should have been a foul. Kick out, Makinen's shot's going to be short. Tipped around, Elijah comes down with it, kicks it out. A.J. another opportunity, and he got it.
Well, give Vanderbilt an awful lot of credit for keeping that possession alive with a rebound.
18-16 pointers, matching their biggest lead of the ball game. That was a travel that they got away with. Carbaugh failed to get the ball out of his hands before he took a step. Paul gives back out. Jones at the top of the circle. He'll launch the trip. It's off the mark. Moots with a rebound. Had it stolen away. Back underneath. Tapped away off the hand of Magnanglo and out of bounds.
Zach went up
feel
high.
That guy coming to baseline.
No, he didn't feel him sneaking baseline. We're lucky there. Tell you what, the Thunder have yet to commit a foul. I don't know. No, last time I saw a team not commit a foul and a half.
Yeah. They got pretty close on that last one with the big body bump on Jake, but no whistle. Buchanan front court. Crossover dribble, runs it off the baseline. Now we're going to get a foul.
I knew I would talk him into that.
Yeah, good work. Hey, however you have to do it.
Foul number 1, obviously.
Yep, and non-shooting, by the way.
Yep.
Zach Moots looking to inbound, does so to the left corner to Brennan Tim. Out to A.J., thought about a triple, gets it over to Buchanan. Right back to Makinen to the left corner of the elbow there. Off it'll go to Moots to a driving Jake Buchanan, who will score it.
Yeah, good concentration because he knew the big guy was coming for the help, but didn't get there quite in time.
Pointers with the biggest lead of the game at 4, 20-16. Magnanglo over to Smiley, left wing dribble against Brennan Tim. Gives it up there to Paul. Paul pulls up for the jumper and scores it.
Nice move on the free throw line.
Sophomore out of Sylvania, Ohio.
More guards need to do that, Scotty. You're not going to get to the basket at this level, so stop short and get that little jumper. Oh, Mr. Cutter.
Moots on the right baseline, gives it out to Brennan Tim, attacks into the lane, jump stop, kicks out on the perimeter, saved by Moots, back to Buchanan. That's getting lucky, Buchanan, that's way offline. Picked up by Tim, goes reverse and scores.
Well, that's
got
just
lucky.
Being at the right spot at the right time, I guess.
Yeah. I'll take that, though, 22-18.
Jake wants an assist. I don't think they're going to give him one.
Jansen, Magnanglo, top of the circle. Over to the right wing, it'll go off there to Paul. Paul dishes, right side, pull-up jumper, Cox offline. Rebound, Brennan Tim. Out it'll go there to Makinen. A.J. into the front court. And then we pull it out on the sideline. A.J. gets a step, goes baseline, pulls it up, banks it in and out, no. Rebound, Magnanglo.
Yep, like the attack, just didn't get it to go.
Front court, right wing, Smiley. Magnanglo, handoff pass left side. With it there is Jansen, and we're going to get a jump ball. That'll go back to the Thunder.
Shot clock at 18.
Well, it's not a huge crowd on a Thursday night, but it's not all so bad.
They're waiting for that snow tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's weird when you get an off night. People aren't accustomed to Thursday.
That's true.
They lose track unless there's an offensive screening call.
Yeah, that's going to be on the backside. Are they going to get that on Cox?
That's it. So the second on the Thunder. 2:16 to go. Pointers with a 4-point lead.
Actually, that was on the strong side, but my backside, it was opposite side of the court from where we're sitting.
Yep. Buchanan front court. Gives it to Moots. Zach holds there, sends it over to AJ, fakes the three, runs the baseline, back out to Moots, to a cutting Buchanan into the lane, out to Brennan Tim.
Whoa.
Took too long to load it up, blocked away and out of bounds. Pointer basketball.
Magnanglo got up in the air, though. He's really athletic. He can get off the floor.
Minute 57 to go in the half. Pointers with a basket could get their biggest lead of the game here. Buchanan, 9 on the shot clock, into the lane, looks for help, gives it off. Moots, baseline jumper, fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Smiley's going to get caught with slapping at that ball as it was coming up.
So Zach will go to the free throw line here. He has 3 points in the ball game.
Yeah, the penalty there for that slap is 3 free throws. He knows it was a mistake.
I think it was a 2.
Oh, he was. All right,
I think
inside.
so. Yep. First free throw is good for Zach. Genrick will come back in for Buchanan here.
Tell you what, we got a 5-point lead, but it has been hard going. Those points that we have scored have not come easy.
Nope. I agree with you there. Moots makes good on both.
And you can say a few of them have been on the fortunate side.
24-18 Stevens Point, largest lead of the ball game. Jones into the front court, gives it off left wing. Cox, handoff pass there into the hands of Jansen. Back over with it, Paul, right wing, send it all the way back over to left side, free throw line extended. Bounce pass into the lane, spin move, up off the glass, too strong. Tim with a rebound off the Jones miss. Mackinnon across the timeline over to Brennan Tim. Stops at the arc, fakes the handoff, keeps the dribble alive, working down to the baseline. Double team, now in trouble. Needs some help, bounces it inside to Mackinnon. Are we going to get bailed out?
Boy, we are. We're going to get bailed out on another foul, Scotty.
I like the idea for Brennan, but then he dribbled himself right into a major double team on the baseline.
And then after that, and I know he's looking for somebody to give it to, he passed into a double team.
Ryan Genrick still looking, will toss it in to Elijah, who was fouled but turns it over down to the other end. Paul goes up, blocked by Elijah, picked up by Moots. Nice job by Elijah covering up for a mistake. I think Elijah was worried he was going to go over and back. Here's Genrick off to Moots. 20 on the shot clock, into the post, tried to go to Vandervelden, stolen away, picked back up by Moots off the hand of Genrick.
Yeah. This guy's trying to play maybe a little too fast.
A.J. Mackinnon, Pointers with the ball, 6-point lead. Genrick heads left. Wanted to bounce it into Vandervelden just as he was going to. Elijah was going to clear. Ryan tried to keep the dribble alive, had it poked away and out of bounds.
And very nearly would have got called for a carry.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that last dribble was a carry.
Inbound, it'll come to Genrick. You have 13 on the shot clock. Ryan gives it off to A.J. Mackinnon. A.J. off the Vandervelden screen. Magnanglo with him, gives it off. Moots will launch the triple. That's off the mark. Rebound on the baseline. Jones will bring it up the left wing.
See if they go for one.
Looks like they're going to with 11 seconds on the game clock. We're headed toward the halftime. Jones with it. Down the right side of the lane, into the lane, kicks it out. Cox with a triple. Off the mark, no. And that will end the half. So a struggle to say the least, but the good guys have the lead. UW Stevens Point 24, Trine 18 at the half. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're coming right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
At El Mezcal Stevens Point, every day is a special day. The margarita's best in town. On Tuesday and Thursday, 2 for $1 all day long. Any size and any flavor, and that's when the fun begins. Authentic Mexican food is made mild, but you can have it your way. Mild, medium, or spicy for a kicker. Come see the new restaurant that is located across from the old location next to Highway 10. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. They have inside dining, heated patio, or pickup. Come enjoy the inviting atmosphere. El Mezcal, authentic Mexican restaurant. Check out Facebook for more specials.
Auto Select is your dependable auto repair and service destination with qualified technicians you know you can trust. Schedule an appointment or stop in to visit them at one of their 2 Stevens Point locations on Highway 10 East and on Church Street. Whether it's a nail in your tire, noise under the hood, or just an oil change, Auto Select gets you back on the road. Good luck to the UWSP Pointers this season from Auto Select. Quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust.
It's a trip to the big city for the UW Stevens Point men's basketball team on Wednesday when they play in Milwaukee against MSOE. Hear the broadcast at 6:45 on True Oldies, 92.1 FM, 1010 AM WPCN, on the internet at 921WPCN.com or on the TuneIn radio app. Sponsored by Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. Monk's Bar and Grill, Wisconsin grown, Wisconsin proud, a proud supporter of UW Stevens Point Sports, Crossroads Commons, Plover. El Mezcal Restaurant on Highway 10 East, Stevens Point. Check out El Mezcal on Facebook for all their specials. Lee Ayers Jewelers, providing custom designed jewelry, free custom design consultation, as well as jewelry repair where dreams are made. And the Final Score Sports Bar and Grill. Watch your favorite teams enjoy the daily food and drink specials. The Final Score, 2nd and Maria Stevens Point. Join us for UW Stevens Point men's basketball Wednesday against Milwaukee School of Engineering, starting at 6:45 on WPCN. Pointers fans, head over to the Final Score Sports Bar and Grill before or after the game for your get-togethers. The Final Score, 2nd and Maria Stevens Point. Halftime here at Swanton. UW Stevens Point has a 6-point lead at 24-18. Obviously, that score itself tells you not a whole lot of offense. And I wouldn't say it's technically great defense. It's just kind of, well, my opinion anyway, some pretty shaky offense at both ends so far here tonight.
I would think it's been a struggle on both ends for both teams. We're up 6, I guess. What you're happy about as far as the players concerned is right now you're winning ugly.
Yeah.
And better to be ahead in a contest like this than to be behind. And the guys on both sides are playing hard. I mean, defensively, the on-ball defense, for the most part, has been pretty good. A lot of good help. And the defenses are sort of dictating the play right now. And then when either team has been open, let's be honest, they've been shooting horribly.
Yeah, neither team's shooting well. Point seems a little indecisive on the offensive end, like who's supposed to go where, what do I want to do? You know, they looked, again, I wasn't there in person, but watching the video on Saturday, I thought they had pretty good movement against a Platteville squad. Now here tonight, it's kind of like, I don't know if they're afraid to go into the lane or if we should just give some credit to the Trine defense. I don't know.
I think Trine gets the defense, gets the credit. We like to get off those wings with the ball screens and the motion to get into gaps, and then guys that are screening will duck, into the lane. And none of that has been available. So when that first and even second option seems to go, now it's like, where do we go from here? Because we're, more kind of used to our flow, and they're kind of taking that away from us. So it'll be interesting to see what, if any, kinds of adjustments, happens. But one thing I always, you always want to do in a game like that is, well, that's my own opinion, is if you can get it and take off with it and get some early offense before that good half-court defense gets set up. But fortunately, we've had 5 offensive rebounds, but they've contributed to our lead. They've contributed to 9 points, and some of those were nearly air balls. So we've been able to get enough garbage buckets, if you will, to get this 6-point lead.
Well, we'll take the lead. If you get to the end of the game and you have the lead, I'll take it. It doesn't matter if it's beautiful or ugly.
No,
W is a W.
That's what you're supposed to do, is get a W, right?
That's what they keep telling us anyway. Again, taking a look at some stuff from yesterday. On the women's side, our Pointer women were victorious over Luther, 63-52. Alexa Thompson, again, leading the way with 15. Gabby Golita with 14. Emily Mortensen and Kelly McIntyre, each with 10. I believe that's Mortensen's first double-digit scoring of her collegiate career. So nice job by Emily there, and the Pointer women continue to play well. River Falls beat Finlandia. Platteville a winner over Loris. In that one, former Pacelli Cardinal Sarah Mueller, 13 points, 7 boards for the Pioneers. Stout a winner over Martin Luther. Whitewater beat Augustana. The problems continue in Madison. Boy, they just cannot find a way to win in women's basketball. 82-54 at Nebraska last night. And then Western Michigan over Valparaiso. And in that one, former Spash Panther Leah Ernest with 12 points, 7 rebounds for Valpo. Leah is a starter for I think they're now called the Commodores, if I'm not mistaken. They changed their nickname. So you had that. There is a women's game tonight, St. Thomas at Purdue Fort Wayne. That one includes former Spash Panther Maggie Nygaard. Some girls basketball in the area tonight. Pacelli hosting Rosholt. Shiocton out at Amherst. Elman Bancroft entertaining Port Edwards. The Spash hockey team hosting Bayport tonight. Pacelli playing at Shawano. And in swimming, Spash is at Wisconsin Rapids. In wrestling, Rosholt at the Auburndale Quad tonight. That is what is going on right now. It's halftime. Our Pointers do have a 24-18 lead here at the half. Let's take a 90-second break. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball on WPCN.
Once you realize that you're standing inside of a giant beer barrel, you'll know that this isn't just another restaurant. Now go on, open the door. And come on into the Hilltop Pub and Grill. Grab a hot off the grill burger with dozens of topping options, steaks that always satisfy, or go for the fish fry. Now you don't have to wait till Friday. It's served every day. The Hilltop Pub and Grill has 19 beers on tap, including 13 Wisconsin brews and a menu loaded with flavor. The Hilltop Pub and Grill, just west of I-39 and Highway 10 interchange in Stevens Point.
Are you ready to own your own home? Then Paper City Savings is a place to go. We provide the convenience of applying in person or online, and our friendly home loan professionals will help you every step of the way. If owning a home is in your future, contact Paper City Savings today. Locations in Plover, Wisconsin Rapids, and Nakusa.
Hometown community spirit. Hometown community pride.
Paper City Savings, a proud sponsor of area sports, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The UW Stevens Point men's basketball team is ready to take the lid off the new season with hopes of much better results. You can find out all about this year's team and what to expect on the Pointer Hoops radio show from 6 to 7 Monday night live from Monk's Bar and Grill in Plover. Sponsors include Skyward Incorporated, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Paper City Savings, the Rock and Roll Cafe, Auto Select, and Monk's Bar and Grill. Join Coach Semling and several players Monday night 6 to 7 for the Pointer Hoops radio show on WPCN. Monk's Bar and Grill. Need a place to watch your favorite team? Monk's Bar and Grill has you covered. Located at Crossroad Commons, Plover. All right, halftime. UW Stevens Point leading the Thunder of Trine 24-18. And John Zelmer, the Dean of Hoops, has all the stats.
That I do. Thanks, Scotty. For the Trine Thunder, the visitors tonight, they end the first half 8 of 24 from the field, 33%, and are 0 of 6 from behind the three-point line, 2 of 4 on their free throws. They've had 13 rebounds in the first half, 3 of those on the offensive end, 6 assists to go with 7 turnovers. They've logged 7 steals and 2 blocked shots. For the Pointers, we finished 10 of 25 from the floor. That's 40%, just 2 of 11 from behind the line at 18%. And we made both of the free throws that we were awarded. 17 rebounds, that's 4 more than Trine for the Pointers. 5 of those on the offensive end. Those 5 rebounds converted to 9 second chance points, which is essentially why we have the 6-point lead. 6 assists to go with 8 turnovers, 3 steals for the Pointers, 2 block shots. Second chance points we talked about, points off turnovers, 7-3 advantage to Stevens Point. Points down in the paint, 14-14, even up. Fast break points 3-2 in favor of Trine. Bench scoring, Trine with 7. Stevens Point with 2. Biggest lead of the game, 6. That's where we sit right now. And that's on the Pointer side, 24-18.
All right, so guesses on what the coaches are talking about at halftime?
I just try to clean up the offense and take good shots and try to. I think Trine maybe is going to want to go more in the paint. Their success has been being a little stronger, so I look for them to try to force the ball down into the paint. Stevens Point just has to run cuts better, maybe even back cuts with that tough ball pressure. Try to run it better. And just realize you might have to stop up short. You might have to take some 15, 18 footers. We've tried to force the ball in sometimes, and the help has been so good that it kind of led to turnovers. So, but I guess that's what college coaches say, and pro coaches say after losses, right? We got to clean things up.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about how they're going to clean things up right now, and we'll see if that works.
Well, hopefully it will. And we'll have a little bit better flow to the game here in half number 2. Now, tomorrow night we have Pacelli-Rosholt boys basketball as the Cardinals play out in Rosholt. Game time 7:15. Will be on the air at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. No game on Saturday. Monday, we do have the Pointer Hoops radio show. We'd love to have you come out and join us on Monday night. We go on the air at 6 o'clock. And spend an hour talking Pointer men's basketball. And you can come out and join us, have your dinner out there if you so desire, or just come on out and be a part of the studio audience and cheer on these Pointers. And then next week, we've got plenty of action with games on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I believe a pair on Saturday, if I remember the schedule.
You know, Scotty, the other thing you can try to do, and neither team has really gotten too many calls tonight. Try to get to the foul line. I mean, the two teams combined have shot six free throws. When you're having trouble scoring, you're having trouble getting your stroke going. See if you can't get yourself to the foul line by being a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, obviously, Stevens Point has shot 2 and Trine has shot 4. So.
Yeah. Clearly, the defenses have had the better of it.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle. Well, Stevens Point is supposed to be a defensive-oriented program, so maybe that bodes well for us.
Well, let's hope. I mean, we've been giving up over 50% shooting. I guess we should highlight that, Scotty, because one of the things we talked about all year is you can't keep giving teams over 50% shooting from the floor and expect to win. So, as the home guys here, we should really be highlighting that they held a team under 39% shooting. We haven't seen that for a while.
No, I agree with you there, and let's hope that we can have a second-half defensive effort like we did on the first. It is 24-18, Stevens Point with the lead on your Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Watch your favorite teams. Enjoy the daily food and drink specials. Final score, second to Maria, Stevens Point. Let's take a 90-second break. We'll come back and start this second half. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
Eat like a rock star at the Rock and Roll Cafe. They have something for all ages. Seniors enjoy a special menu including salads, pasta, and sandwiches, all at a reasonable price. For the little Rock and Roll Cafe stars, get a free drink and ice cream for breakfast and lunch. Bring your taste buds for a firecracker burger, a quarter-pound beef with pepper jack cheese, lettuce, and tomato with a garnish of crispy corn tortilla strips and jalapeno ranch. Rock and Roll Cafe, located at 2801 Stanley Street, where you're always treated like a rock star. Open daily 7 to 3.
Hey sports fans, Scott Glinski of Skyward here. From the court to the field, the ice rink to the putting green, on the track and in the classroom, Skyward supports all local and state athletes. Since 1980, our advanced technology solution has been helping school districts improve outcomes, reduce costs, and achieve success for students. Visit us online at skyward.com to learn more and see how Skyward empowers school districts across Wisconsin. Best of luck to all local sports teams this season.
Couple of fast-moving areas of snow coming into the Wisconsin forecast. We've got one cruising in here late Friday into Saturday, and then a second one comes in early next week, and then a bigger one comes in mid-part of next week, and that one could really drop some pretty big snows across the country mid-part of next week as weather scene turns back towards winter time for the country mid-part of next week. Overnight low 22 degrees, morning snows on Friday, high 33, some 1-inch snows Saturday, high 35 degrees. For 92.1 and 1010 AM WPCN, I'm meteorologist Scott Larimore from the Weather Channel.
Hey, Pointers fans, head out to the Final Score Sports Bar and Grill, watch your favorite teams, and enjoy the daily food and drink specials at the Final Score, 2nd and Maria, Stevens Point. All right, just about ready to get this second half started. Let's see what happens here. UW Stevens Point leading Trine 24-18. El Mezcal Restaurant out on Highway 10 East Stevens Point. Check out El Mezcal on Facebook for all their specials. El Mezcal, Stevens Point. Looks like it will be for the Thunder the same starting five. Jansen, Smiley, Cox, Jones, Magnanglo. And let's see who the Pointers are going to go with here in the second half as well. You know it'll be Moots. You've got Buchanan in there. Mackinnon.
Like the same starter, Scotty.
Yeah, looks like the same group. And Elijah Vanderbilt.
Pointers will get the ball first. Elijah's had a good first half, Scotty, defensively. Did a lot of good things.
I agree. Pointers have the ball. Here we go. 6-point lead. Get a basket on that first possession. Zach into the front court. Heads right wing. Bodied up by Smiley, trying to take him into the lane. Kicks it out, left wing, it'll go. Brennan Tim into the lane, jump stop, nowhere to go. Fell down with the ball, and now we'll get a held ball, and that is going to go back to Trine.
You didn't read the double team well there, Scott. He went into it off the dribble. You're going to take a ball in there, you better have something in mind, and that double came from this right corner, and he had our best shooter wide open. All he had to do was kick it across to the corner.
All right, so turnover on the first possession. Back it will come. Smiley over to the left wing. Picks up, gives it out to Jones. Bounces it outside Jansen. Jansen looked at Magnanglo, didn't go there. Smiley on the left wing on top. They'll get it inside and an easy two for Cox.
Yeah, no, there's a matchup they obviously feel they can work against Zach Moots. That was an isolated play. That's one of the adjustments.
24-20. A.J. Mackinnon out to Brennan Tim. Stevens Point. Elijah down on the left baseline, into the lane, tipped away, got it back, out it'll go to Moots, drives it down on the right block, his pass, tipped, Elijah back down underneath, he'll score it.
He's best with his left hand, natural right-hander, but he finishes so much better with that left hand.
Yep, I was teasing him at the end of last year. I said, if you could get as good with your right hand as your left, you'd be a real threat in the post. I don't think he liked that, by the way. Cox underneath, Magnanglo, turnaround short jumper, got it.
And right back in, they went to the mismatch with Cox against Moots. That time we doubled to stop the initial play, and they were able to kick it under for two.
26-22, Stevens Point. Left wing, Moots wants a triple. That's off the mark, and the rebound to Cox, outlet Jones. Here they come. Over to the right side, Jansen down to the baseline, cut off by Buchanan. Sent it out, Magnanglo over to Cox. Left side, back to Magnanglo, got inside, and he missed the reverse. Boy, he had all sorts of time to go up easy for that one. Rebound point.
I thought he might dunk that initially.
I did too. Buchanan working on the right corner. Trying to work by his man, pull up short jumper. Jake got it.
Tough shot. That's all individual effort right there.
That's ball handling and then an ability to shoot the rock.
That's just one-on-one basketball, but sometimes it's hard to stop.
28-22, Stevens Point. Jansen out to Smiley, heads left against Brennan Tim. They're looking into the post once again. Kick it out, Jansen for a triple, in and out, no. Cox with a rebound. Turnaround jumper, and he'll score it.
He's taking
Came out a little long.
Yeah, but he's taking advantage of his size against Moots.
Mackinnon into the front court, back down to a 4-point ball game once again. AJ working on the dribble, takes it back, middle of the floor, over to the left side. Moots got a step.
Got held.
And he's being held as exactly correct. Connor Jones on the foul. That'll be his first. Ryan Genrick in for Zach Moots right now.
And that's definitely a defense substitution.
Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust. Genrick is becoming a pretty good defensive player. Troubling, and finally got it in, throwing it all the way to the backboard to Makinen.
That's as close to a 5-second count as you can get.
Yep. Home cooking, maybe.
Well, 4.99 seconds.
AJ into the lane, kick out, Buchanan's triple, not going to go. Rebound tipped. Magnanglo with it. Pointers by 4 at the moment. Front court, Paul. Magnanglo, top of the circle, bounce pass left wing. They'll bring it back out over to the right side to Jansen. Into the corner, Smiley. Magnanglo tipped away, got it back. Smiley drives it inside, scooping layup, scored it.
Well, you can tell their concerted effort is to get in the paint. That's certainly the adjustment that has been made by the Thunder.
28-26. To counter it, you've got to make some baskets at your own end, that's for sure.
Well, that's the adjustment I expected.
Genrick off on the left wing. Makinen bodied up, kick it around. Buchanan gets a step, goes inside. Back out to Makinen, quickly to Genrick. Pull up jumper off the baseline. Ryan's got his first 2 of the ball game.
You know, give Trine credit, though. They really protect their paint, don't they? You're not coming in here. They really double the ball well.
30-26. Jansen back the other direction. Smiley out on top. It'll go there to Paul. Well, that's a carry or a travel in the lane, but Harbaugh got away with it and scored it. He took 3 steps after he caught the basketball, in my opinion.
Well, you see that all the time now.
30-28, that 6-point lead down to 2. Genrick almost lost it. Got it back to A.J. Makinen. Around the horn, a little bit too much dribbling, not enough ball movement. Tim got inside, kick it out. Elijah's shot won't go. Tim tips it out, picked up here by Jansen. Front court, left corner, Smiley runs baseline, throws it to the corner, tipped out of bounds by Genrick. 15-17 to go, and we'll get a media timeout right here. 15-17 to go, the Pointer lead down to 2 at 30-28. Let's take a 30. We'll come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
You can now replay your favorite UWSP, Pacelli, and Spash games at 921WPCN.com. Listen live to our weekly broadcasts throughout the season. After the games are over, go to 921WPCN.com and listen to the broadcast you missed or relive the best moments of the season. 92.1 and 1010 AM. Your home for UWSP, Spash, and Pacelli sports, and your home for True Oldies. Listen to the games live at 921WPCN.com. The True Oldies channel.
The Final Score Sports Bar and Grill, where you can enjoy a sandwich and your favorite libation at The Final Score, where Long Island Saturdays turn into bloody Sundays at 2nd and Maria's, Stevens Point. 15-17 to go in the ball game. Your 6-point lead down to 2 right now. And a quick note, and you were probably going to say this anyway, Pointers held Trine to 33% shooting in the first half. Not a good start here in the second.
Yeah, no, 5 of 7. That's 71%. That's shot selection, and that's coming out of the locker room and saying, we need to get the ball inside, and they have, and that's why they're 5 of 7. They've been much more effective of getting better shots and getting inside shots in this second half.
Well, I'm going to come back with Warden, Tim, Genrick, Buchanan, Makinen right now.
One of the things, Scotty, is our guards are all around 5'10" to 6 foot. And so we oftentimes give up a few inches at that position.
All right, Trine inbounds it into the corner. Paul outside, it'll go there to Tucker. Tucker left side, Jones down on the left block against Warden, up inside Cox, in and out, no, tipped around. Brennan Tim pulls it down, and then a foul.
Good job by Brennan, being a rebounder.
So, Cox with his second team foul. Pointers lead it by 2. Chance to expand a little bit. Jake into the front court. His long-range shot has been off a little bit here tonight. Hasn't had all that many, by the way. Makinen off the screen from Warden, sends it back around, left corner, Buchanan. Jake on the dribble. Cannot free himself up. Shot clock down to 10. Across the way. Makinen faked the three, drives it in all the way to the rack, and scores the layup.
They closed down hard thinking of the three, and he was able to sneak through there. Tough move.
Quickly up to the other end. Back to Jones up on top. It'll go there. Paul holds, goes into the right corner. With it there is Carbaugh. Carbaugh down deep to a cutter. Jones off his hand, picked up, and then lost out of bounds. Off the hand of Tucker.
Thought they had something there attacking the basket, but they just sort of fumbled that one away.
Ryan Peterson will come back in for point.
They did their, say this, Trine did their film study on Jake Buchanan. They are not giving him any room out on that perimeter.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see more and more of that. You know that.
Yep.
There are other capable scorers, but you got to believe you can do it, I guess, is my only thought. 32-28 pointers. Ryan Genrich to bring it up. Pointers with a chance to get that lead back up to 6, maybe even 7. Brennan Tim outside the arc. Swing it over to Warden. Back to A.J. Makinen guarded there by Magnanglo. Off to Peterson. His three in and out. Tim with a rebound. Pump fake off the Luke Warden. Baseline jumper. That's not going to go. Rebound, and then Luke is going to go after the rebound and reached it and fouled.
Well, that was a good sequence. Luke just didn't have himself in position where he could shoot that off glass, Scotty. That little low 6-footer, that's tough if you try to go straight over the rim. And if he could have got positioned a little bit more out on the floor, he would have had that off glass. But great rebound by Tim.
If only the Pointers could get Ryan Peterson's shot to start to drop.
That one was a little
shooter.
That one was a little flat.
I would agree. Jones on top to Cox now. Bounces it in, tipped away by Genrich. Oh, and a foul. Ryan got in position. And Cox, I think, is going to get the foul.
They are.
Jones, pardon me.
They are certainly trying to take advantage of the size differential at the guard position. And Ryan, that time, used his quickness advantage.
So the Pointers, another opportunity to expand the lead, currently at 4 points. A.J. into the front court, sends it over to Genrich. Ryan crossover, heads left, gives out on the perimeter to Brennan Tim. Bounces it down to Elijah against Magnanglo. Tim trying to go baseline, cut off, needs help underneath Ryan Peterson. Beautiful fake, and he'll go up and score it.
Good play by Tim. That time he got the double and said, I know somebody's open, and he was able to look backside.
34-28 Pointers matching the biggest lead of the game. It'll come on top. Smiley over to the left wing, bounces it deep. Magnanglo trying to get by Elijah, goes up and scores it.
Elijah lost his cushion. Easy, too.
12:50 to go here in the ball game. 34-30. Peterson, right wing, pulls it through a couple of arms, gets it over to Genrich. A.J. on the left corner. Back around the horn. Genrich to the free throw line, spins, 8-footer, no. Rebound Magnanglo. Outlet will go. Jones front court across the way. Right back to Jones. Magnanglo over to the right wing. It'll go there. Jansen. Cox with it now. Jones cut off by Genrich, and they're going to say Ryan didn't give him enough room.
Yeah, I thought he anticipated that move pretty well. Almost beat him to that spot. Very, very close.
Warden coming back in here for Vandervelden. 34-30. Stevens Point lead. 12:20 to go in the ball game. Inbound, Trine, the Thunder with it. Smiley on the left wing. Leaves it off up on top now for Carbaugh. Back over to Smiley. Magnanglo trying to post down deep. They'll go outside to Jones. Got to step into the lane. Kick out Carbaugh. Triple. Buried it.
Well, good offense that time. Help defense. Just didn't get back to the corner.
1 point ball game in favor of Stevens Point. A.J. Makinen gives it up to Peterson. Genrich back to A.J. on the wing. Takes it into the lane. Dribbles through trouble. Comes out the other side. Off it'll go to Brennan Tim down to the baseline. Left his feet.
He traveled.
Yeah. Brennan goes into the lane, and I don't know what his intention is.
I'm not sure he knows what his intention is. And that's a case where if you clear from that first guy, don't keep it in your hand dribbling so much that the help defender and your initial defender both get back to you and tie you up. That's why he's got to have the confidence to hit the little 12-footer.
Trine with a chance to get the lead back here. Smiley back out. Jones with it. Left wing, Tim on the defense. The lob to Magnanglo off his hand, got it back. He'll try to stuff it, and he's fouled.
That's just an unfortunate play. We read it beautifully. The help got there and just didn't get the basketball.
So Rick Warden will pick up the foul. That's his second.
You know, the other thing on Brennan, Scotty, is I don't think he always has confidence in his shot. And he's a good shooter.
Yeah.
And he's got to hunt that shot and instead of trying to become a playmaker.
Magnanglo gets a pair. His first is on the way, and he got it to tie the game back up. He has 5 in the half and 7 in the ball game.
Came in tonight 2 of 2. Doesn't get the line too often. Kind of surprising. 6 games. And a guy that big, this is only his 3rd free throws.
Chance to give his squad the lead. He got it.
Got a nice free throw.
So the Pointers are down now for the first time here in the second half at 35-34. Jake Buchanan back in. We'll leave it off for Genrich. Ryan goes left to Zach Moots. Off the Tim screen, running baseline, gives it back to Warden. He'll lay it up and in.
That's a nice play by Zach. The defense read that as going to the corner, and they missed the cutter.
36-35. Jones back other direction. Pointers up 1. Smiley, left corner wide open. 3-ball off the rim, tipped around. Who's going to get it? Buchanan. Good hustle by Jake into the front court. Jake to the top of the circle, down the right of the lane. He got hammered. Off it'll go to Genrich. Back out it'll go to Moots. Moots to Tim, over to Buchanan again. And reset the offense. Jake trying to direct a little traffic, takes it to the arc, steps it back, now drives it, tosses it up, no, but a foul. They missed it the first time, not the second,
and probably more of a foul the first time, Scott.
Yeah.
There was a bigger bump that time. I thought Smiley had pretty good position there, but the official said nope.
Buchanan will get 2 free ones. The foul was on Smiley, his 3rd. 4th on the team. Jake's first free throw, not going to go. As good a shooter as he is.
Yep, 77%. You know, he was 90% last year. He's dropped off a few percentage points this year. He seldom missed.
All right, here we go. This one to try to give you a 2-point lead. Second one on the way is good. That gives Jake Buchanan 9 points in the ball game. Pointers are up to 37-35. Jensen front court. Off it'll go on the wing. Paul back into the ball game. Jansen with it, top of the circle. Looks and goes left wing. Into the hands there of Tucker. Back around to Cox, working against Zach Moots. Into the lane, illegal. Down the lane, and a screening foul. They're going to go on Cox.
Yeah, it's back. Coach Miller is pleading his case. Yeah, but before that there was a hold. And from my vantage point, you could have called either way.
Into the front court, Pointers with a 2-point lead and the basketball. Buchanan over to the right wing. Gives it up to Ryan Peterson. Zach Moots gets a step, started to drive, had it poked away, retrieves it out at the timeline. Gives it back to Buchanan. Jake trying to work some offense down the right of the lane. Fadeaway jumper, bounces off, no. Rebound, Cox.
That bounced on all sides of that rim, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. Back up, it'll go with Jansen. A 3 would give them the lead. You're at 9:12 to go in the ball game. Up on top, into the hands of Paul. Paul down the left of the lane, cut off. Gives it back outside to Jansen, across the way to Paul. Lobs it in deep. Cox got in deep, missed the bunny, and a rebound to Luke Warden. Outlet will go to Genrich.
Same matchup. They should have had the 2.
Genrich gets a step, goes baseline left, and scores.
That an explosive move off the left side.
Nice job by Ryan.
Yeah, he just exploded with ball in hand.
8:48 to go, and this is going to be a timeout taken here by, I believe, Stevens Point.
Yep.
8:48 to go. We've got a 1-minute timeout. Let's take that break. We'll come right back. UW Stevens Point, men's basketball on WPCN.
Hey sports fans, Scott Glinski of Skyward here. From the court to the field, the ice rink to the putting green, on the track and in the classroom, Skyward supports all local and state athletes. Since 1980, our advanced technology solution has been helping school districts improve outcomes, reduce cost, and achieve success for students. Visit us online at skyward.com to learn more and see how Skyward empowers school districts across Wisconsin. Best of luck to all local sports teams this season.
Couple of fast-moving areas of snow coming into the Wisconsin forecast. We've got one cruising in here late Friday into Saturday, and then a second one comes in early next week, and then a bigger one comes in mid-part of next week, and that one could really drop some pretty big snows across the country mid-part of next week as weather scene turns back towards winter time for the country mid-part of next week. Overnight low 22 degrees, morning snows on Friday, high 33, some 1-inch snows Saturday, high 35 degrees. For 92.1 and 1010 AM WPCN, I'm meteorologist Scott Larimore from the Weather Channel.
Monk's Bar and Grill, great for sports fans, families, and large team gatherings. Open daily at 11 at Crossroads Commons, Plover.
Well, we're getting down there.
Yep, it's crunch time. And it's anybody's game.
Yeah, 39-35, Stevens Point.
Who's going to
advantage?
Yeah, who's going to finish this game out? That's the question.
There we go. Into the front court, off the left wing dribble. Jansen up on top to Jones, starts down the lane, kicks to the corner, running baseline, turnaround jumper, and scoring at that time is Carball.
Tough move. Good play out of the
side. Ryan Peterson.
Good play out of the timeout.
Buchanan brings it back. Pointers by 2. Peterson up on top. Looks and finds Buchanan. A catch, shoot, triple. Got it.
One of the few good shots he's had tonight. Connor Jones caught on a screen.
42-37, a 5-point advantage. How about a stop here? Jansen back over. It'll go to Jones, trying to get by Genrich. Takes him down into the block, pulls it back out. Carball goes left wing. Jansen on top. Jones again. Inside, down, got deep. Kicks it out on the perimeter. They'll go to Jansen, left wing. Smiley trying to go by Zach. Pull-up jumper. He got it.
Well defended.
Yep.
Big shot.
Give him credit.
Yep.
42-39, 7:40 to go in the ball game.
It's all about putting a rock in the basket.
Ryan Peterson over to Genrich. Off the screen high from Elijah. Not much of a screen. Buchanan manages to not turn it over against a double team there. Jake into the lane. Nice dump off. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Buchanan.
That was kind of weak. That was very close, Scotty, to being a flop, I thought.
So Jake will come out, Mackinnon back in. That's the first on Buchanan.
Yep.
I don't think you want him down too long.
Well, sometimes you got to sell the foul, right? And then good play by the defender.
Front court, Jansen. Fumbled away, picked up by Ryan Genrich with a hold. They didn't call that. Genrich to the other end has it swatted away by Jones and out of bounds.
What a great play by Connor Jones. I think Ryan thought he had a layup. Almost slowed down at about the 30-foot mark. Just enough that Connor Jones was able to sprint and catch up. Big play.
If you cross over and come underneath, you probably score the basket. But easy for me. Brendan Tim back in for point. Moots the inbounder. Pointers by 3, by the way. Struggling to get the ball on the floor. The pass is tipped. Somehow Brendan Tim come out of there with it.
We've struggled on inbounds passes.
Yeah, for sure. Zach Moots off the dribble. Well, held by Smiley, takes it into the lane, fumbled it, got it back.
And a jump ball.
And now we'll get a jump ball and possession to Stevens Point.
Boy, it seems like every time we get deep with the basketball, we end up getting doubled. And the other problem is guys bringing that ball down around their knees and their waist. It's just such an easy target.
42-39. Again, Point will inbound. They do to the corner to Elijah. Bodied up by Cox, now pinned down on the baseline. A step through and scores it.
Well,
nice job by Elijah.
You know, that's always the option. The shot clock, or the shot clock and the 5-second clock coming at you. Shoot it.
44-39. Paul, left wing. It's Jones. Cox against Moots.
If they post him.
Back up on top to Paul.
There it is.
Magnanglo. Outside, shot clock 8. All the way over to the right side, Smiley in deep. Magnanglo against the Vander Velden. Ball tipped away and out of bounds with 2 on the shot clock.
Well, this is a catch and shoot. So what are they going to run off this pass?
And
they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah, they're going to draw something up.
Yeah. Watch for that screen and a guy coming down the backside. That would just be my guess.
The curl off that screen in front of the rim, we've given up a lot of open baskets. This is a 30, so we're going to have to stand up here.
Yep. Hilltop Pub and Grill for lunch or dinner. The Hilltop is there for you for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Open daily at 11. (44-41). 6:17 to go here. Coach wanted to know what it was. 30, a minute. I guess they haven't figured out. So.
Have we had the second media yet, Scotty?
I do not know.
No. Point took a timeout at 8:48. Trine's getting this one at 6:17. The first media was at 15:17. So at some point there's a media timeout coming.
Maybe that's what Coach was asking for. All right, here we go. Well, 2 on the shot clock for Trine, inbounding under their own basket.
Look for a curl around the screen or a lob in front of the rim, one of the two. And of course, the guy that's probably going to get the lob is Magnanglo, and he's way up on top. See if he just doesn't cut to the rim hard.
Jones will be the inbounder.
Here he goes.
He comes, left side, still looking. They'll toss it in along. Smiley throws from half court. It comes up short and a shot clock violation. Well, that worked out well.
Yeah,
for us.
Not for the Thunder. I'm not sure that's what they drew up. We defended it well.
Yep. Give credit.
And they're going to go full here, down 5.
Well, that's where I get my guards back on the floor.
See, now if they're going to zone this or they're going to man it. Looks like a zone.
Yep. Moots, Genrich into the front court, back to Elijah.
And back to a man half court.
Here you go. Makinen with the ball in hand. Sends it over to Ryan Genrich. Left side, AJ. Trying to work a little magic with the ball in his hand. Drops it off to Brennan Tim. Tim dribbles into the lane. Jump stop now, needs help. Got it to Vander Velden down low. Working in, turnaround blocked by Magnanglo. He went right hand and Magnanglo able to block that away. Jones brings it back. Outside Smiley slides left. Looked and dishes out to the corner. Jansen back over to Jones, a 5-point pointer lead. Into the lane, down the lane against Genrich. Turn around, and he scored it.
Yep, losing his size.
He's got 4 points in the game. 44-41. A.J. Makinen back into the front court. Right side will go to Moots. Off to Brennan. Tim slides inside. Allows the double team to get there. Tried to bounce it away. Elijah is going to run it down before it goes to the backcourt. Good job by Elijah. Makinen into the lane, kick out, Moots lifts the 3. No, Elijah with a rebound on the floor, lost it, loose ball out of bounds. And Pointer basketball.
For the new 20.
4:53 to go. Buchanan comes back for Elijah Vander Velden. So you're going to go small here, but perhaps better ball handling.
That's the case, but it's been a defensive liability as they post the guards.
44-41, 4:53 to go here.
Here's where you
could
really use our injured player, Van Kelster, just offensively. He's probably the best shooter. Not probably. Well, next to Jake, the best shooter on the team.
Yeah, I have to give that to Jake, but I'll go with Van Kelster as number 2. Genrich into the lane underneath. Beautiful dish, and Moots will finish. And Ryan Genrich dribbled through some serious contact without a whistle.
Yeah, quickness, speed, size on that possession.
Yeah, guards. Over to the right side, it'll go there to Jones. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Quickly left side. Pinned down there Back around it'll come. Right wing Jones kicks it out. Boy, Cox with it. Spin move against Zach. Takes the short jumper off the mark. Tipped around. Who's going to get it? There's Ryan Genrick again.
He fights hard, isn't he? He's a battler.
I like Ryan Genrick into the front court.
He's got toughness.
A.J. Makinen now. Right wing dribble, no screen. A.J. down to the baseline, pulls it back, gives it off to Tim. Outside to Moots. Going to slow things down. 13 still on the shot clock. A.J. on the wing, penetrates into the lane, down the lane, scooping, layup, got it.
Well, there's
reverse.
that crossover, that reverse layup you asked for before, Scotty.
7-point lead, the biggest of the ball game with 3:44 to go. A.J. Makinen with a beauty. They got just enough clearance in the middle for A.J. to make a drive. And a timeout taken by Trine with 3:44 remaining in this one. Let us stay right here. That was a nice move there by A.J. that time.
Yeah, he used the rim as a defender. And he doesn't get that if he stays on the right side, but that's just the experienced move, right, Scotty? You called for that on the fast break earlier. And, he's very creative scoring. And he's strong enough to finish.
Yeah, well, he was a D2 kid that came back closer to home.
Yeah.
And obviously we're happy to have him. I still like the combination when he and Jake are out there playing. It does, you're a little short, but they usually will do that hustle and get the long rebound that comes out over the top of people. They're pretty gutty that way, and they don't make a whole lot of mistakes with the ball in hand.
And they are our best offensive players, right? So you're getting your best options out there.
Yeah, I agree. This team is going to grow and grow.
We haven't seen a lot of Josiah Gilly tonight, but I think they just didn't feel at his 6'5" he could match up to their big 6'8" kids. So we've gone bigger, I think, to defend the post. I introduced the game thinking Josiah was starting. I said the most interesting thing to me was going to be that matchup. We haven't seen it because I think early on Coach said, that's not a matchup we're going to win.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Trine with the basketball. Down by 7 at the moment. Jones into the lane, and there's a foul on A.J. Just got out there a little late.
But no harm. That's the, fifth team foul. Both teams still have a foul to give.
Correct. That can't be a shooter. I thought for a second they were putting him at the free throw line. No. I'm like, wait a second. Here we go. Inbound off the baseline. It's amazing how little of the game sometimes we can see with Coach in our way. Cox over to the left side. We'll give it off there. Jansen. Back to Jones, left side of the lane. Cox trying to buy a drive inside over A.J., and he'll take him in there.
They can almost go to that matchup every time, Scotty. It's been a real problem for us.
Got to run a second guy over there and get that ball out of his hands, I'm afraid.
He's just too tall for what we have to guard him.
Right side, it'll come Genrick. Pointer lead at 5. Brennan Tim against Magnanglo way outside. Handoff will go to Makinen. Fake the 3, drives it inside all the way underneath Genrick. Over to Buchanan. Open triple. No. Jake's shot just not there. Rebounded down deep. Cox. Out to Jones. Front court. Left side quickly. Jansen down to the baseline. Cut off by Genrick. Back it'll go to Jones. Into the lane. Spin move. Double team came. Kick to the corner. Wide open. Triple good.
Boy, when you leave your man to try to get the steal from behind, you better get there. And
your 7-point lead's down to 2.
Yep, they made us pay.
Well, you missed an open shot, and that's what hurt. Otherwise, you'd be sitting up there still with a 5-point lead at least. It'll come over to Genrick now. Jake wide open, another 3. This time it's perfect.
Well, now it's time to get a stop. 2:18 to go, up 5.
See if you can dig one out here. They're going to try to get inside. And another timeout trying. They're going to be down to 2 timeouts.
Well, you can't take them with you.
Yeah, that's a fact. I actually like that comment, John, because they do no good when you get to the end of the game in the locker room and you say, oh, gee, I had 2 or 3 timeouts I should have used. So I am all for you or with you on that one. 2:12 to go in the ball game, and Stevens Point sitting with a 51-46 lead.
I almost think you clear Of course, I'm playing Trine coach here, but that's what you brought me along for, right? I almost think you clear and put Brent Cox down in the post. Zach Boots has played behind him and can't defend him from there.
Well, we don't have anybody the right size now.
No,
maybe a Josiah could, but then the liability comes, I think, a little bit at the offensive end.
Yeah, you almost think about platooning now.
Yeah.
If I
might see that.
We'll see. I think they want to keep what they think is their best offensive combination out there, but this might almost be a case for platooning a defender, a taller 6'5", 6'6" kid, just for Cox.
You've got some athletes on this team, like a Miles Coleman, like a Josiah Gilly.
Yep.
As we get more and more into the year, usually benches shorten, but as they learn to play the way Coach wants them to, I think they'll get more playing time.
Well, and
that's if they learn.
You mentioned Miles. He hasn't seen a lot of time, but he's 6'2". He can guard Cox, where Zach is just too small.
Who is listed at 6'2". 51-46 inbound Jansen. Stevens Point by 5.
See if they post Cox here.
Cox outside the arc against Moots. Takes him off the dribble. Dishes off to Jones. Shot clock down to 10. Over to the right corner. It'll go there.
There it is.
Deep. Well,
there it is.
Who lost his guy?
Yeah,
Zach Boots. And Cox goes baseline to score easy.
You knew on the timeout that Cox is where they were going. That was a great play.
51-48. Yeah, but that's just, you can't lose him out there.
No.
Ryan Genrich stops his dribble, gives it out on the top side. Now you need another basket here. Not that you could stop scoring and expect to win. Genrich at the top of the circle. Oh, he had a chance to get by Magnanglo. Got inside, and the big fella
what a great block.
Blocked it. Yep. That was a great block. I thought Ryan was going to get a layup. Went out of bounds, pointer ball.
4 seconds. You can catch and pass, but you don't have a whole lot of time to think here.
Well, do you want to get a shooter out there? Minute 27 to go. This is, to me, a big possession. You going to get a score or not? We're going to get a timeout is what we're going to get. Minute 27 to go in the ball game. And this will be a 1-minute timeout. Let's take that break. We're going to come right back. Pointers are up by 3. Back in 30 seconds. UW Stevens Point basketball on WPCN.
The UW Stevens Point men's basketball team is ready to take the lid off the new season with hopes of much better results. You can find out all about this year's team and what to expect on the Pointer Hoops radio show from 6 to 7 Monday night live from Monk's Bar and Grill in Plover. Sponsors include Skyward Incorporated, Hilltop Pub and Grill, Paper City Savings, the Rock and Roll Cafe, Auto Select, and Monk's Bar and Grill. Join Coach Semling and several players Monday night 6 to 7 for the Pointer Hoops radio show on WPCN.
Well, we're right down to the end of the ball game. And your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard at the moment with 1:27 to go, showing Stevens Point 51, Trine 48. Pointers with the ball, inbounding under their basket, but only 4 seconds to get off a shot.
Exactly. Both teams still on 5 fouls. Would Trine see this as such a key possession that they would use that foul to give so that we would not get a decent shot at all because you could take it with 1 second to go? I don't think so because there's too much time to go, and now we're in the bonus for an end of game situation. So I don't see them taking it here.
Well, ideally, you would like Jake Buchanan to get the shot, but you got to believe they're going to try to take him away.
Well, and keep in mind, we've had troubles getting the ball on the floor in this circumstance.
Moots will be the inbounder, stationary, cannot move. Magnanglo inbound, AJ running baseline, and a lot of contact and a blocking foul.
Well,
that actually plays out pretty good.
Yep.
Good job by AJ weaving through traffic. Non-shooting, but you get a full 20 on the shot clock now. So you can take 20 seconds off the clock and hopefully score here, up by 3. If you get the ball on the floor, barely did to Makinen again.
Wow, that's been a struggle, hasn't it?
Yeah, it sure has. AJ with it, though, and you've got a little time to work things. Moots up high. Gives it off to Buchanan against Jones. Working dribble, a little arm bar, step back triple. That's going to come up way short. And Magnanglo with a rebound.
Well, this game has been played at Trine's pace. They give up 56 a game. We're at 51.
With it, Jansen, left side, Jones. Pointers by 3. Kick out. Cox had an open look. Jansen, corner, right back to Cox. Shot clock. Jones down to the baseline, cut off by Makinen. Out to Smiley. They haven't taken a triple just yet. Inside, Jones down the lane. A lot of contact. No, and a late whistle.
I think it's the
right
right
I think
call.
it might be a good call.
Tell you what, I make the call if it's me. I'm going to get 2.
You could lose your license as a Pointer fan here.
Well,
fair enough, though. I think that's a good call.
Yep.
Connor Jones to
Good
the line,
offense.
gets 2. First time at the line for Jones here tonight.
You got to block out here.
Yeah, should he miss? And he does miss the first one. Now, as John just said, you have got to get this rebound. You can't give the basketball back if he is going to miss here.
Yep. See if they don't go into a hard press.
Second one is good.
Okay, see if they go hard press here.
So the Pointer lead at 2. Inbound, it'll come to AJ. Back over to Moots. Tim. Moots front court. They drop it back. Boy, a score obviously would be helpful.
Oh boy,
Buchanan, left wing. Working on the dribble. Outside to Genrich, who's going to take the shot. 10. Over to AJ, runs it down, baseline, stops up, gets it out to Buchanan, over to Moots, got to lift one, baseline jumper, in and out, no, rebound Cox, 2-point ball game, 11 seconds. Here they come. Jones across the timeline, weaves his way down, kicks it out to Jansen, step back, 3, blocked by Buchanan, picked up by Genrich, 2.2 and a foul. Wow, what a block by Jake Buchanan.
Quickness. That would have won the game had it gone. Well, conceivably won the game,
but
right?
It's a great block by Jake.
Yeah.
Jansen had an open look. Jake came out of nowhere and plenty of distance between he and the shooter. There was no doubt that it was not contact. Now Ryan Genrich, though, has to make some free throws.
Game not over.
A 1-and-1 for Genrich. The foul, by the way, whistled on Magnanglo.
2 would ice it.
First by Ryan is good. This kid is coming on, isn't he?
Guarantees a tie.
5 points for Ryan.
And now Coach Miller going to talk about make and miss here. And of course, point will as well. You miss it, you just let him go. And if he misses it, I guess you still let him go. It's one of those things, if you miss it, Scotty, now they can't throw the ball up.
Yeah.
And they've got to turn and they've got to dribble. On the other hand, you make the shot, you got a 4-point lead, and it's all moves. But
so you need to make the shot.
Yes,
I'd prefer to have the 4-point lead rather than
if they get it and turn, and we have nobody on the free throw line, right? Suppose that comes off long. They can probably get just short of half court and let it go.
Yeah.
And we only have to go back. Well, it's been a few years now. The UW Stout hitting one of those.
We've seen a few too many, I think.
We've seen some of those. So
Stout game was a killer, wasn't it?
Yeah. So let's go to the positive side of this. Make the free throw in the game.
I'm right there with you.
We haven't
John
exactly.
That's a good point.
We haven't exactly been blowing people out.
You know what? The Minnesota Vikings have what? 8 or they have 10 wins and 8 of them. Yeah, maybe 9 have been by 1 or score or less.
Yeah, I think they've given up more points than they've scored, and they've got 10 games. And we're kind of the Minnesota Vikings of basketball right now. But
all right,
that's as long as you win.
Let's see what Ryan Genrich can do here. He's got 1 to give his squad a 4-point lead. 2.2 seconds to go. Has the ball. On the way, and it is perfect for Ryan Genrich. No question about it. Trine will get it. They'll bring it to half court. Launch of 3. It brackets out. And that is going to be your final score here tonight. UW Stevens Point comes up with win number 6 on the season and is the first to defeat the Trine Thunder. Your final score, UW Stevens Point 53, Trine 49. Let's take a 90-second break, and we will come back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
The Pacelli boys basketball team is on the road on Friday night playing at Rosholt. You can hear the broadcast at 7 o'clock